Alright guys, welcome back, and this is game 2 on my pilot account. So this time we are matching up against AOE rush box kind of with 1, 2, 3, 4 mobility supports. So going into this game I actually did a bit of like homework. Like I have friends that play casuals and I have 2 games of replay to look at. So I basically know that he tends to first pick juggler a lot, so I had that info coming in. Whereas looking at my team, you can see I put this Rosalia in just to counter the juggler. It both counters juggler and kind of forces him to pick it as well. This is boots Rosalia. So if he picks the juggler, it's +1 unit to smash into the juggler, and if he doesn't pick the juggler, then he doesn't have a tank and Rosalia can just run around, kill whatever she wants. So other than that, 3 healers, just to try to mitigate some of that AOE pressure. Kyura here as well. The rest is just the usual single target stuff with Autokrato. And I first picked Elwin. He bans Resential, which is normal. I ban Wet Ham, just to get that out of the way. Yeah, I first picked Elwin because I kind of expect him to just go into Juggler. So he bans Wet Ham and Helena. Does pick a Juggler. And this sets up nicely for a TJ's second pick. This puts really heavy pressure on the dock. I ban these 2 AOE units because I don't really want to pick a healer even though I put 3 healers here. It's just to deter him. And Clotaire does a lot of nuke damage, puts everyone at half health, fixed damage, all that shit. And whereas Vincent just dives into your team and you can't really kill him if you don't have enough sustain, because you kill him, he explodes, and then you die to the follow-up AOE. So we just get that out of the way. Bans more single target stuff, trying to keep his juggler alive, and he picks Bernhard. So at this point, this 2-on-2 matchup is very in my favor, I would say. Elwin TJS matches up very well against Juggler and Burn. Speak to magic damage, both of them. So here I ban out the remaining 2 annoying debuff AOE units, Kruger and Red Crimzo. And I picked CC White here, so at this point he only has 2 AOE units left, which is Sword Ares and Vana. Whereas he still has other DPS, Pepsi and Elwin. So this is basically picking a healer and also deterring the Elwin at the same time. So at this point he bans late game units and he goes for the Elwin. But when he picks the Elwin, I ban out his 2 remaining AOE units and I just pick Hilda because at this point, why not? I looked at my other picks, it's like, you're probably going to ban Liana Kyra because you're playing Burn with Sword Dance, because it has to be Sword Dance, it can't be anything else. You can't really bring Shoot Bash into this. You have this Juggler plus Burn AOE core. But he followed up with a 3rd pick Elwin, which is kind of odd, I would say. And so if he bans these 2 units, I get an Autokrato, which is pretty nice against his team. It's very good against the Pepsi that I let through as well, which he does pick. And at this point, I just get rid of Akaya and Tiaris. Akaya because the summon sacrifice synergizes very well with both Elwin and Pepsi. And Tiaris can just bring like Miracle, some single target heal, Healing Light, and Attack Blessing, which can be a bit nasty down the road. It's just better to ban it. Like these supports are less threatening to my team overall at the moment. And I do pick up the last pick Autokrato as expected. And his last pick will be a Luna. So just look at this draft. It's Elwin TJS with Hilda Autokrato. I think matchup wise I have a pretty big advantage here. So yeah, let's just hop in. So okay, first thing, we take a look at the skill selection. Both Elwin's faction buff. So it's just regular Elwin, pretty regular Hilda, War Goddess. I could have brought Ram because I'm playing against Juggler, but I'm expecting the Juggler to die before it reaches me, so it's whatever. TJS with Holy Light just for in case I need that extra healing. CC White with Inspire. Autokrato with Usurp to steal buffs. Whereas he brings Sword Dance of Bernhard, that's expected. Apex Boots, Balance Blade. Juggler with Bishop, which is kind of weird. Like you'll see later, I think Master of Ice would be a much better pick here. Because I think he's like a bit confused like whether he wants to go single target or AoE. But I think he should have hard committed on the AoE because of the heal block. Followed up by both the 3C and Master of Ice can do big damage, I think. And single target is kind of weird because Elwin just get neutralized by Hilda, and even if you get through the Hilda, I have a second CC White here that can summon the Lancer tank. So Pepsi just brings his regular Shadow Stealth, Luna Wing God Realm. So yeah. So at the start of the game, my plan was actually just to stay here and see what he does. I'll want to kind of let him engage first because I'm player 1 and I have T-Jess, so he can't really run all the way up. But when I saw him posture like that, I suddenly try something. Like I suddenly switched my plans. So CC White runs all the way, her summon is 3 range. So I have just enough range to get my cavalry to hit the juggler, to disable his guard. And he has no healer, so he can't really dispel the debuff off. What I didn't really expect was the cavalry actually dies on counter to this juggler, which gives the Pepsi a shield, which can be a bit annoying. So our opponent just sets up as usual. And here I choose to make a very aggressive play. So because yeah, when I stand here, so next turn my initial plan was just to kill Bernhard, but I didn't really think it through because you see next turn he sets up Wing God Realm. Problem is if I just kill the Bernhard here, the Epsilon is just going to counter kill me, and eventually it's just going to fall down to a 50-50. My Elwyn will have to try to kill the Epsilon through the shield, which I decide to do on the first move anyway. But I decided that I didn't want to lose my Light of Genesis just yet, so I actually opened up with my Elwyn. So this is kind of a gamble, because Sword Soul only dispels 5 buffs and he has 7 dispellable buffs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so 5 out of 7. It's still pretty likely that I get the dispel off, but you know, there's a possible chance that something can fuck up. So not sure. Maybe I could have went and removed the Sword Dance anyways. Oh, okay, I realized why I didn't go with that. One thing I didn't realize was because of the Wing God Realm, on this turn the Elwyn can reach my Elwyn and I'm not guarding anymore. And I'm also near an ally. So what happened is what can happen, not will, is my TJS kills the burn, his Elwyn kills my Elwyn. I can't really kill him back immediately with these 3 units, and his Epsilon will kill my TJS. Then with these 3 units, I will probably still get out ahead, but the cleanup becomes kind of annoying. I have to kill the Epsilon, then I have to kill the Elwyn, all that stuff. So I decided to just take the risk and just go for the Pepsi kill straight away. Which worked out. I managed to get the dispel of the exclusive shield. Follow-ups with the Sword Dance. So I think he could have just stayed on this tree, because what this does is he entered my Autokrato's aura. So is it? Yeah, for every 1 block the enemy has moved, damage that was reduced by 4% up to 20%. And this applies to anyone that does anything within 3 blocks of him, which he is now. So that Sword Dance did 20% lesser. And yeah, you can see my TJ still has 50% on the body. CCY still has roughly 50%. Because my CCY is running plushie, she's not running SSM, because I want to get the 2 turns on her Desperate Measure and to have more healing on Inspire as well. So it's a choice. But I could have brought Shrine Maidens. I don't know why I brought Monks. I'm just not that familiar with the hero yet, I think. So I just randomly just brought Monks. Tri-Maidens would be better to take less damage from the initial sword dance. But yeah, moving on. He just moves back at half health. Because of Holy Class, I can still one-shot a Werewolf Bernhard. In hindsight, I think I didn't need to run so far away from the Bernhard. I could have just done it from within guard. I think my knee-jerk reaction was just I want to get away as far as I can from this juggler, because it has a follow-up 3C damage. But moving here doesn't really help me anyway. The 3C still hits me. Moves here, jumps 3 blocks, hits everything. So yeah, I didn't really think that moved through very much. Because remember, at this point, I'm still playing 2 accounts. So yeah, decision making not the best here. Okay, so here his Elwyn decides to trade for my TJS instead of going backwards to remove my Elwyn first. At this point, TJS is like, whatever, she's kinda done her job. So, since he moved his Elwyn, I decided to just use Usurp on Luna. And I still win God Realm, because Usurp steals 3 buffs, and his exclusive steals another 1 more. So if you take a look here, Luna actually only has 5 dispellable buffs, and I will steal 4 of them. So it was pretty likely that I will manage to steal his Winged Realm. Yeah, he has only 1 buff left here, defense. So it didn't really matter for the juggler, but it matters for my Elwyn, which is coming back later, as you can see. Master of Ice comes out. This Luna can't touch my CC White, so I don't need to move her yet. So yeah, Inspire here removes the heal block. So yeah, this is when I mentioned that things could have been nasty if he just brought Master of Ice. I think my CC White is definitely dead from that, 2.3k HP. But I think I still win the late game, because Autokrato with zombies, I can just sustain by hitting people, and there's nothing that can kill my Hilda anymore. Yeah, Bishop doesn't do a whole much here. So yeah, this Winged Realm allows my Elwyn to come back, land the 3C on Juggler. Almost kills him, doesn't kill him because there's no grassland here, this is a path, and there's Luna Aura that reduces Unicorn's damage again. So this int becomes really low. Elwyn 3C tries to go my Hilda, doesn't even get a kill at half health because he's in Autokrato Aura. So you can see him, his Aura is doing quite a lot of work now. And at this point, I'm pretty much already won. I'm just trying to end the game now. But, well, I got a bit impatient because, again, I was playing 2 games and this guy's refusing to leave even though there's pretty much no way he can win anymore. So, in the process of doing that, I kind of fucked up a little bit and dragged the game on longer than it should have been. Yeah, I can see. I'm just gonna fast forward from this point. Yeah, I kind of just feed my Elwyn here. Act again, try to kill him. Not a kill. Elwyn until steal some more buffs from him. Yeah, until here. And just do a solo 3C from Autokrato. Nothing else to do. And then I summon the cavalry and just push the Elwyn into the fog. Doesn't die from the counter, so I get the push effect off. And as you can see here, yeah, with Autokrato's debuff, the provoke actually can't get out. And he Reigns of Glory inside the fog, loses 1 life there. It's my Hilda. Dies from counter. And that will be it. So yeah, this is game 2 of the playoffs. Thank you for watching and see you in the next run, game 3. Thank you.